Hey, it's DJ. With the announcement of Control Resonant coming out this year, I figured I'd go back and play Control. I found Control to be one of the best science fiction action games that I've played for quite a long time. So I figured I'd go through and play it again. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. Movement is critical. Yes, it is.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different. For each of us, it can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie, something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
So it feels like MIB mixed with X-Files with a little Twin Peaks is what this game just makes me think of, like with Alan Wake as well. In the same gaming world. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder: certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any object considered iconic representation of an archetypal concept. Example, rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Nice reflection. Nobody around.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Expenditure Summary, Executive Sector Q2, Major. Staffing, Surveillance, Data Center Initiative, Construction. Minor, Office Equipment, Janitorial Costs, Mold Removal, HQ Livability Costs. For cost breakdown sheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison chart, see page 9. Head of Research, Dr. Casper Darling. Our Bureau at Work, Janitor. Rector, Zachariah Trench. Check out the restroom, see if anything's in here.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all. A shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. Federal Bureau of Control. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4S's are mandatory. R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you halauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Gonna check these rooms real quick again. Because that wall wasn't there before. And check the bathroom again. Okay. Back to the room we were at, but this time now there's an elevator. But since things changed, I'm gonna come back down here. Check this room. Or it's this new room over here that I was coming back for, since we do have a folder here. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We're proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see somebody? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find the place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then immediately. There's no such thing as too suspicious. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. Proceed deeper into the bureau.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Something's happened. Reminder, redrafting any public-facing materials. While pinning any notification of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use. In the service of his or her country. Regret, proud, pride, will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood, bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Clearance level 1. I do not have clearance level 1. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one, ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Live from Ely. That works.
The same gun.
Service revolver.
Okay, now I have a gun.
Reloads over time, so if I just don't shoot it, see that little bar underneath? And then if I let go, okay, reloaded. Yeah, I see ya. Your squashed in little head. Ooh, didn't see you. Make sure I'm all healed up. Those little lights on the ground, those are little healers.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
I have the grip. I'm going to go ahead and put this Astro Reload Efficiency Reload Speed on here. I have a personal modification. Astral Health Boost 25%. Give me more health. Director Trench Photograph. So much is expected from the director. Responsibility the privilege. Zachariah Trench. Service weapon. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to blank. This object must be bound by individuals seeking the role of blank. The object will determine whether blank. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. The process is directed by blank though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, blank, many forms throughout history, blank, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Vunrasta, all weapons that blank of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, blank. See Dr. Darling, presentation 11.1 for more details. Darling's presentation, which we watched. Uh-oh.
What is that? You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Reloading. He was coming right at me. The door back here. Nope, still locked. Proceed further into the Bureau. Executive, Central Executive. Central Executive, this way.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Hiss Guard. Hiss Entity. Hiss Corrupted Security Guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss Guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. There's no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss Guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic host over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited for? Combat-trained hosts are reserved to combat. These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on their use of their weapons. Refer to file blank for full report. My picture is now up on the walls. Central Executive. Oh, more guys. Headshots seem to do better. Better. Enemies drop health. Also drop little bits. Undefined ratings. Oh, that's not right. We'll just take care of that. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold extraction efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Check this restroom. Nothing to see here. Good looking picture.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
It's like where I had pictured the smoking man from X-Files working. Oh, yeah. Nope. Like I said, nope. Don't need none of that. Can you find your office? Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. Dinner reservation at 7 p.m. at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. Remember, she is turning 46. Building shifts. We listened to that one already. Nope. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. No. No creepy floating people. A shelter. Oh, whoa. For Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we've checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and the manufacturing clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field assignments off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier here. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Okay, let's see. We got a low health boots. Damage while in low health. You can see it's a level 1. We're using a level 3 reload speed, so I'm going to keep the reload speed. Okay, door closing behind us. Central Executive. Whoa.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That bell is contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Yeah, go away. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event, AWE. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain blanks informed by our own blanks and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially blank in popular culture using Blank, our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore, AWEs that only occur on Blank, a pair of scissors that consume human blank through two punctures on the blank. These details, living in the mind of so many, have given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4936942 for full report. By order of Emily Pope, Research Specialist. Yeah. Loading. These ones are targets turn red, so. Where'd you go? It's a little bit more powerful than the security guards. Oh, reloading. That guy just coming at me. Coming right at me.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Okay, I need you to hold still, and I'm gonna cure you. This won't hurt a bit.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Okay, might hurt a bit.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Din and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us, or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
To you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department? The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Enter the communications department to find the hotline. Control points. Summary. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the blank arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by blank detection of an unobstructed ping using the blank within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or blank or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside of it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be blank. Refer to 725-2788 for full report. Hiss agent. The Hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most noticeable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file blank for full report. Unknown caller. Emily instructs Jesse to find the hotline, an object of power in the form of an old telephone, to understand the messages from the dead director trying to communicate with her. They hope he can provide insight into the Hiss invasion. House memory, undefined rating, hidden trends. I have my health 25%, health recovery per element pickup plus 20%, or energy plus 5. I think we'll just stay with the health for right now. Get anything new for the gun? Accuracy boost plus 5. Outfits. Civilian. Tactical response. Astral dive suit. Urban response. Let's stick with civilian for right now. Oh, just take a peep around the room before we leave here. Loot. Undefined ratings. Looking for more loot. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 weeks. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Dr. Rodriguez, or D. Rodriguez. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Very bureaucratic of you. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signal in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural blank for the oldest house to blank them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the blank to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Blank agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to File 419-1935 for full report. Health recovery per element pickup. I guess we should deconstruct duplicates. Collect the material out of them. That's a level 4 door. Yeah. And that's the radio we turned on when we came in here. And that goes back to the director's office. Level 1. Okay. Now. Take a peep over here. Level 3 door. Very Metroidvania of you. Jukebox. Elevator. Map. Okay.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
An unwelcome message. Visit the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel Inn, and Out Aztec Court, Sleep E Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, and A Plus Lodge. Accommodations, $831.29. Meals, $714.84. Gasoline, $295.12. Minibar, $313.61. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired sleeping in the same room. See you on the road. Agent L. Heinz. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking these little whiskeys is my ritual. Ah, life on the road. It's the way of the road, Bubbles, the way of the road. Nope.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
Any loots? Havana summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Blank deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been blank. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for blank minutes. No visual phenomenon was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off, and the embassy staff were transported to the continental U.S. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI85 for details. Hiss barrier. The Hiss resonant field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the city. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonant fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file blank for full report. Yeah, that's no good. Oh, there's something up there. There we go. Flute. Shatter projectile choke. Are you? Where are you? Where are you yelling from? Due to the recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green is stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Exclusive to Shatter projectile spread. Hey, that's the communications department. Dead letters. Carrot whistles. Dead letters. Machine God. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God. But not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus a timing belt from the car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how to on his own. This is just a beginner body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Loot. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you gotta send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come to handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Got a flying cursing fish. Greeting, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connection to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Do as you're told. Don't eat mold. Yep, that's no good. Sounded like something popped. There he is. He's got a shield on him. I don't like being in this little room here. That's why I don't like being in this little room here. Oh. I was looking around. Give me the healer juices. Every time, for some reason, I see a floating person and I just shoot them in the crotch. Purely accidentally. Level 2 door. There's a green door, green door. Let's go look downstairs because we passed a couple doors down there, see if they're still red. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. Alrighty. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. Please tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Let's just check up here. All the walls move, see if there's anything different. There's some
Communications. We're on the right track.
pathways up there. Can't get to them yet.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Loot. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Let's go check out the shelter. Loot. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some holy trinity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and that space dog fight between the two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. 2 out of 5.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Level 1 door. Does not like me running around. It's the disc. Nuke can be bound.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
I'll just throw around some stuff. Get out of my way. Whoops. Whoopsie. Now bound.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Where'd you go? Can you imagine having to push a wheelie cart up that? With like, I mean, that's a holder for all this all this equipment. I'm pretty sure that would go on a dolly, and you'd be pushing it up that and up that. That's pretty rough. Security level 1 door. Ooh, juice. Loot. Goop. Militia expert. Hiss Ranger. The Rangers are a Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWA response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, atomic shotguns. Automatic, not atomic. Atomic shotgun. Wow, that would blow up everything. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance. Consider the advanced training of Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation is feasible. Consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is the Hiss able to tap into the combat training used? Further observation is required. Refer to blank for full report. Hiss Demolition Expert. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situation. Hiss demolition experts are only observed hiss variations to wield a specifically built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about their behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupt entities? Still too much unknowns. Refer to blank for full report. Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling Presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to blank for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in blank by agents blank and blank with the CIA, the diskette contained launch codes to blank missiles, believed to be reserved for use against blank. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Mailroom. Tomasi, Willow, AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of a polar bear attack in an Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecology concerns makes the public much less likely to blank. So, another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank, blank, and blank for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Where are you, floating ghost talker dude? Probably on the other side of the wall. There's lady. Oh. Well, nothing better than that level 3. He must be upstairs above us. Level 1, door locked. Clearance level 1.
This must open the door.
He looked like he got surprised. Nothing in the lights out. Bathroom 1. Nothing in. Lights out. Bathroom 2. Shelter.
listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy. Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Dude popped out of nowhere. Martial lockdown distinctions. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slap together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. The process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. Oh. More of that mold. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. shields. Grenade. I didn't hear it. There we go. Headshot boost. Shatter recoil efficiency. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users: Patrick Strutingens, Ruben Noguera, Arto Kulomaki, Christopher Mills Bowling, Jaco Sarian. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Headshot damage plus 39%. Headshots or reloads? Try and do the headshots more often. Launch energy cost. Oh, there's a blinky. Oh, there's some loot. Yep. Can't get to you right now. You are locked. Go back and do those. Well, that's no good.
We can fly. Great.
Remember the headshots. Great. Headshots are pretty good. Don't get hit by that. Got enough of that?
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Any loot? Ooh, I mashed that up pretty good. Yeah, shortcut. More rooms up there.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms. The has got him.
You done talking? Hiss elevated. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely a result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural abilities in the individuals it corrupts. Refer to file blank for a full report.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
All these mail tubes remind me of Terry Gilliam's Brazil, the bureaucracy. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of local celebrity located at blank blank, which had been connected to a total of blank disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte home closet disappeared during the incident.
The hotline can't be far now.
I can hear it. Is that a better headshot boost than what I got? Nope. Might as well burn it then. Guess it could have gone on one of the other weapons, but... The hotline chamber. Hotline security logs. Director Trench, Bill Everett, custodian. 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 Carol Bishop, custodian. Who's Carol Bishop?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with a black pyramid.
Ocean View Motel and Casino Entry Point. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. Director use only.
Whoa! Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello?
Hello? Anyone here?
Nothing in that room. How about room number 3? Hey, keys.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Little static balls.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Oh.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Butte supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino, and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file MOTU-01. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error, after pulling another motel cord found inside the room, that they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearance of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, blank light cords have been found in the oldest house, located in the blank and the blank sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is blank. But initial hypotheses center on the Butte AWE as a blank blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 24.3 for more details. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the blank. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal blank. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.6 for more information. The object is currently bound to Dr. Trench. Background. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on a desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its origins remain unknown. Hotline videos. Let's get back to the office and then we'll watch the hotline videos. Euro funding. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we aren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate, but being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst, a conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline.
We listen to the management team.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in. Something's coming. The whisper's growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. A retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts? Dimming my eyes? It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Okay, that's all the hotlines we have right now. Let's go talk to Emily. We have really get through a 1 now. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son Graham Potts was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I'm honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief of Communications, Federal Bureau of Control. Level 4 door.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
Before we do that, analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1, confidential. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast with that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seemed to kill the host. Perhaps the host's psychology became reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Refer to file blank for full report.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Her little conversation icon just decided to hang around and go for a ride through the video. NSCO2. Ability points.
Hi, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Okay, just need to be cleared.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing.
Where's singing? Sounds like it's coming from the
They
elevator.
say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Abilities. Health. Energy, melee, launch. We got 4 points. We're getting some launch. More damage with launching stuff. Get more launch. Additional weapons slot. Health or energy? I think energy. Yeah, so I'm going to be launching stuff. Okay, that's all my points. Destruct Shatter. Shatter is a high stopping power with scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. Countermeasures. Kill enemies without dying. 50. Kill guards. 25. Kill enemies using melee. Okay, not gonna do that one. Using grip. Kill enemies with headshots. 5. Kill enemies with service weapon in any mode. So we could do, let's do, I think, kill his guards. We're going to be doing that. We're not doing melee. Going to be killing with some headshots. And we're going to be using our weapon to do it. So we'll do those 3. You can only do 3 at a time, so. Let's go ahead and change our outfit. Let's be tactical in this one. There we go. And since we got this new gun, recoil, projectile spread, accuracy, damage while on low health. I don't want to be on low health, so I'm going to go ahead and put the reload on you. We still have this level 3. Haven't really got anything better. Break that one though. Okay. So those were the 3 countermeasures that we just took. Side quest, just get more experience. Search our way into the maintenance sector. Looks like we have a new hotline. Forward countermeasures. Do the countermeasure, get rewarded. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop there, and I will continue the next chapter in the next video. Okay, thanks very much. Have a great evening.